Listen closely. Someone your long-term dreams, only to find them subtly undermined. Have you ever confessed your understand the delicate machinery of human interaction? Every conversation is an exchange of influence. Every confession alters the balance between two souls. Every truth you surrender becomes a thread tied to your spirit, which another may pull as gently or as violently as they choose. People believe that honesty creates closeness. But closeness is not born from revelation, it is born from earned trust. If revelation comes first, trust becomes an afterthought, and closeness collapses under the weight of too much, too soon. A bridge cannot bear the burden of a full carriage before its beams are tested. Let me share a vision, one not of courts or kingdoms, but of a simple man and a river. Imagine he approaches the water to wash his hands. He leans forward, revealing his reflection. If he looks too closely, too quickly, the surface shatters into ripples. His own face disappears beneath the disturbance he himself created. So it is with truth. Unveil it too forcefully, and you lose the clarity you sought to share. You must learn not only to speak, but to time your truth. Timing is the secret compass of influence. A truth spoken early is a burden. The same truth spoken later becomes a revelation. A fear confessed early is weakness. The same fear confessed after victory becomes humility. A dream revealed early invites sabotage. The same dream revealed after progress invites admiration. Tell me, which would you choose? Even nature teaches this rhythm. The tide does not reveal the ocean's depth all at once. The dawn does not expose the sun's full brilliance in a single breath. Everything that endures unfolds in degrees. Why should your truth be any different? But understand this also. Withholding is not the same as deceiving. When you keep a truth to yourself, you are not manipulating others. You are honoring the sanctity of your inner world. Not every chamber of the palace must be open to guests. Not every treasure should be displayed in the marketplace. Some truths must remain protected because they are not ready, or because you are not ready, or because the one who seeks them is undeserving. And perhaps you resist this idea. Perhaps a part of you still clings to the belief that absolute honesty is a virtue untarnished, a purity the world should admire. But purity admired is purity endangered. The rarest gems are kept in vaults, not worn openly on the road. You may ask, but Machiavelli, how will others know my intentions if I do not declare them? But that is the point. They are not meant to know all of them. Your intentions are the architects of your future. Why would you hand the blueprints of your destiny to anyone who has not proven they will help build it rather than set it aflame? There is a quiet power in being partially unreadable, not opaque, not deceitful, merely unexposed. It awakens curiosity in others, draws their attention, commands their respect. People fear what they cannot fully predict. They admire what they cannot immediately understand. They trust what reveals itself slowly, as if it has chosen them deliberately. Be such a person. Hold your truth not as a burden, but as a privilege, one that must be earned through loyalty, consistency, and time. Let us now step into the dim chamber where intent is shaped, where your choices whisper themselves into destiny. For if you understand nothing else that I say, understand this. Honesty is not merely a moral decision, it is a strategic one. And strategy, my friend, is the art of surviving the unpredictable movements of human nature. You believe you know people. You believe you can sense their goodness, their reliability, their loyalty. But I assure you, every soul carries storms you have not yet seen. Even the gentlest hand can tremble. Even the kindest eyes can turn cold when fear, envy, or desire take hold. And it is in those moments, those sudden shifts of the inner weather, that the truths you revealed too freely become weapons that others never intended to wield until their circumstances changed. People rarely betray out of malice. They betray out of need, out of weakness, out of opportunity, out of the quiet, trembling hope that the small advantage your honesty gave them might secure their own uncertain footing. Thus, the undeniable rule emerges. Do not give away truths that people could someday use for reasons they themselves do not yet foresee. as travelers to a distant lantern. When you do not reveal everything, you create a gravitational pull. Others lean in. They listen more intently. They treat your words with a kind of reverence. Your presence becomes a riddle they wish to solve, a map whose hidden sections promise treasure. But when you are too honest, when you spill everything without discernment, you rob your Your truth becomes a gift, not a liability. And a gift, my friend, must Now let us explore another paradox. Honesty does not always bring clarity. Sometimes it brings chaos. You assume that revealing your thoughts will make relationships cleaner. Yet honesty often introduces complexities the bond was never ready to handle. A confession intended to bring closeness can instead bring confusion. A revelation intended to relieve tension can instead ignite doubt. Truth, like fire, warms when contained, but burns when spilled. Human hearts are not logical vessels. They react, misinterpret, exaggerate, cling, recoil. And so the truth you reveal today may be misunderstood tomorrow. Worse, it may be weaponized unintentionally by those who simply cannot carry the weight of your inner world. Not all who care for you can carry your truth. Not all who love you can handle your depth. Not all who listen can understand. So why would you make honesty the gate through which every passerby may enter? There is a deeper art, the art of earned revelation. Reveal your truth only to those who have burns fast and dies quickly. Love born of discernment burns